Guys, what's going on? What's going on? It's good to see you guys, man. Keyshawn, what's up, dude? You know? Yorgi, what's up, my friend? Snowboard's here. Steve is here. What's up, guys? It's good to see you guys. And guys, these chicks, they're broke as a joke. And they talk about bankruptcy like it's a flex, you know? It's absolutely insane. I've done videos on this before, guys. But guys, first of all, people just have no shame anymore at all. You know? If you claim bankruptcy, that's such a horrible thing. Guys, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
But they put it on the internet so for everyone to see. Absolutely insane. Like it's something cool to do. Guys, when men give each other financial advice, it's how to save, invest. These women give each other advice on how to claim bankruptcy. Like it's some flex. It doesn't make it any sense. Guys, can you think of anything more pathetic than someone who signs their name on the dotted line and says, I promise to do said thing? Whether it's paying back debt, whatever, and then they don't do it. Is that not the most dishonest, disrespectful thing that you can do? Guys, if someone's bad with money, guys, don't talk to them, don't look at them, don't be around them. Giving someone that's bad with money, your time and money and attention is the same as giving an alcoholic a drink. Guys, there's just no shame. It makes no sense. TikTok, Instagram, all these other things, and these chicks are bragging about bankruptcy.
Well, part of it makes perfect sense because in their mind, they view it as taking responsibility for not being responsible.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of how like they view it. So like, oh, now I'm good. Now I owned up to it. Yeah. Now I'm doing the right thing. It's just like, you're lucky that we don't have like debtor's prison and stuff like that. You'd be cooked.
Well, we do have debtor's prison, and that's for taxes and child support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That is true. That is true. Yeah.
So, guys, let's break some news, and then we'll get into this topic because, guys, this is absolutely insane. Right? Let's break some news here real fast. Let's go. Now, guys, here we go. Oops.
Our top story tonight, road rage in Central Florida.
Two women arrested in two different counties in separate incidents. One woman accused of throwing a soda can at another driver and then dragging her from a car and beating her. Thanks for joining us.
Well. She did the dragging. The white girl did the throwing, probably.
Look at this.
Tonight at 10, I'm John Brown.
And I'm Luann Sorrell. This woman is accused of hitting a parked car with children inside.
Look at that.
35's Chancellor Wynn is live tonight in Marion County. So, Chancellor, in both cases,
this chick's like way past the wall, but I'd smash. You know?
Yeah.
She's in pretty good shape. I'd smash. I would take her anywhere, obviously, you know, but
things escalated pretty quickly.
Yeah, both of these road rage incidents.
What's with this guy's haircut?
Yeah.
What a dork. Yeah. It's like he watched American Psycho. It's like, yeah, man, I'm trying to be like you from American Psycho. Yeah, sure.
It's really
he like wants to
spiraling
go to
into
like Yale and be in like Skull and Bones, so they won't let him.
Yeah.
And now
like, I can be
felony
your
charges.
propagandist.
According to the arrest reports, it was the witnesses being able to back up what the victims told police that ultimately landed these two women behind bars.
I really feared that she would really hurt or kill this woman because she was pounding her.
Road rage between two drivers along Conroy Road near the on-ramp to I-4 turns physical and only ends because a witness who wants to remain anonymous says she stepped in and called 911.
I'm yelling and screaming, stop hitting her. Let her go. Let her go. The police is on the way.
Orlando police arrested 24-year-old Antoinette Evans. And according to her arrest report, it all started because Evans allegedly cut the other driver off.
Guys, I wish some B-dub would try and pull me out of the car. Oh, man. Oh, that'd be Christmas early, man. Oh, boy. Then I'd have a reason to freaking stomp a mud hole in one of these cars. Oh, man. Guys, I said, I'm not religious, guys, but that might actually make me believe in the Lord. Guys, once again, road rage, guys, don't get out of your car. Don't have your window rolled down. Guys, just let stuff go. And if someone's trying to road rage you guys, just either try your best to get away. Guys, get on the highway, right, and call 911, because don't be trying to friggin' get out of the car and have altercation. Don't do it, please.
Yeah. And then began chasing the victim down, even throwing a soda bottle into the victim's car. The witness and the victim say Evans then purposely crashed into the victim's car, drugged the victim out, and began punching her repeatedly. Evans is now facing multiple charges, including throwing a deadly missile into an occupied vehicle for allegedly throwing a full soda bottle into the victim's moving car, and burglary with assault or battery.
I have never had an experience like this where I literally seen someone, just being literally beat to death in front of me.
More road rage in Central Florida, this time in Ocala, where Marion County deputies say 26-year-old Kaylee Aggie had a child in her car when she's accused of purposely crashing into another car that had two kids inside, sitting in the parking lot of a Dollar General. Damn. According to Aggie's arrest report, she and the victim got into an argument because the victim left her kids in the car. That's when witnesses say...
you left your kids in the car? No, fuck, bow! So she slams into him.
Saw Aggie reverse across the parking lot before peeling out and ramming the victim's car. Aggie is now facing charges of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and child abuse.
If you see someone harming someone else related to a traffic incident, road rage, whatever, you see something, say something, call law enforcement. Let's be a part of the solution.
Guys, call the cops, but do not get involved.
Yeah.
Guys, don't try and put your car in the way. Don't try and go, hey, you leave her alone. Don't hit that poor woman.
Here I come to save the day.
You guys don't do it. Don't do it, man. Seriously, it's one of the dumbest things you can do is get involved.
And this could show the importance of dash cams. I do not have dash cams in my vehicle, but they're pretty cheap to get now.
Yeah.
And you use that to protect yourself, because usually, I mean, if you do something wrong, you can just delete it. But
yeah.
but
you guys remember a while ago
it helps a lot.
We covered road rage, and the one girl cut the guy off, and then that one guy just went pop and punched her in the face, and she had two black eyes and a broken nose. You know, it's so funny when women road rage. It's like, you're gonna mess with the wrong one, you know.
Yeah.
So, guys, you guys remember Days of Thunder, right? The NASCAR movie.
Yeah.
Anyone? Colin, you remember that, guys? Guys, put a 1 if you remember Days of Thunder.
I know the movie, but I never saw it, though.
Yeah, you remember when Michael Rooker and Tom Cruise, they hate each other? they're NASCAR drivers, so they rent 2 Ford Tauruses, and they're like smashing into each other in the parking.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
wow. They return the cars. Oh, here you go. They just take it out on each other with... That's one of my favorite scenes in any movie, because they just decided to just get it out. Like, because they were always trying to run each other off the road on the NASCAR tracks. Like, you know what? Let's just do this thing for real. They get 2 Ford Taurus cars and just play bumper cars and destruction derby. So, guys, this is breaking news. This just happened. You guys see this? This chick tried to run into a bunch of ICE agents, and they said it took her out, man. Good. How many times in this chat, guys? How many times have you seen middle class white women trying to block ICE's vehicles, trying to record them, trying to follow them around? Right? So you remember that one thing that I showed you where the ICE agent stopped and was like, "Ma'am, you've been following us for the last hour and a half." No, I haven't. Like, I'm not going to play games. If you follow us anymore, you will go to jail. I'm not going to tell you again. Oh my God, he yelled at me. You've been following them around. He goes, you know exactly what you're doing. So,
and it goes to show, like, why don't these people, want to step up for, like, when these Somali pirates are stealing everything? They're going after. What's the passion with going after these ICE agents? There's so many other things to get mad at that are a good cause. Like,
if they were to put half this effort into helping homeless veterans, or like children,
just anything,
foster care system, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
helping fathers get their kids back, but no, they want to chase down ICE agents who are federal agents. And guys, here's the craziest thing about ICE is that people don't understand. Guys, ICE courts, when they get the legal order to go get a person, guys, they don't have to show you the warrant in the same way because it's a judge's order and not a.
And they're not a citizen either.
You understand? So like, you got to get a warrant if you are a regular law enforcement officer. But when the ICE is fulfilling an order by a judge to get the person, that's two different things. So they don't have to have a paper in hand. Now they can show them the order once they get back to the detention center, yes. But ICE agents don't have to have a paper copy of the warrant like a cop or a sheriff does. It's two different things, So,
something that we also heard from Mayor Jacob Frey, we should note, is that he is taking issue with the narrative that is coming from federal officials, calling this kind of an act of self-defense by this ICE officer shooting this woman who was driving off. Frey actually calling it a garbage narrative.
If you watch the video, guys, of course, I'll show you another mainstream media news story. Of course, they have the audio cut out, but you can see that they were trying to tell her, leave us alone and get out of here.
Yeah.
Right. So then they try and detain her. She backs up, turns around, and tries to actually misses an ICE agent and then bashes into the back of her car. Of the ICE agent's car.
Shooting was in self-defense. We also heard from DHS Secretary Kristi Noem a little earlier. Maybe we can pull that up for people. She is standing by this officer, basically saying from their perspective, this happened in self-defense. We saw that's what their statement says right now, and city officials sort of challenging that. Here's Kristi Noem.
You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensive.
Radix. Yeah, Radix said he has the video downloaded. Let's go. Bro. Radix, guys, snowboard. Do you guys remember it happened a while ago? That pregnant B-dub who was shoplifting accelerated her car towards the officer, and he had to shoot her through the windshield.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, hands up, don't shoot, BLM, blah, blah, blah. Well, guys, that guy actually got found. He got cleared. Like, they didn't charge him anything. All the charges got dropped because they actually showed that she accelerated the car towards him. Hey, morons, a car is a 4,400-pound weapon, If pointing a gun at someone can give you self-defense, how is pointing a car not the same thing? Ancient Youth says she got iced.
That was cool.
Guys, hit the like button on the way in, please. I'd appreciate that.
Shot to protect himself and the people around him.
Good.
And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assault
You FA and FO. You know what I'm saying?
that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism.
And that video, you know, Adam described it. Adam Duxter described it. I've seen what purportedly is that same video. I think it's going to be very difficult for any of us really to put ourselves in the shoes of that person in the car or the agents themselves and analyze.
It's definitely hard for us to put ourselves in the shoes.
You wouldn't do something
of the
that
person
stupid
who's in the car. Yeah, because we're all not that stupid.
Analyze 10 seconds when really there was probably several hours of tensions leading up to that moment. Right? We're looking at that and you see all the people there. And I was on the scene of a similar protest back on December 15th. I was looking at footage. People have been watching and waiting for ICE agents. There has been that growing antagonism among residents worried about ICE activity, watching people in front of the Carmel Mall, for instance, wondering and alerting people, trying to make sure and protect their neighbors, they say, from this activity. So
guys, here's the thing. Put a 1 if you agree. Guys, any illegal immigrant is not my neighbor and not yours. Put a 1 if you agree, guys. Illegals are not our neighbors, guys. They're here illegally, especially in Minnesota with these Somalis that are 80% are on government
stealing.
benefits.
I don't get it, man.
80% are on welfare. 80%.
You have all these boiling countries to begin with,
and these people protect them.
Yeah,
this woman tried to give her life.
It's absolute
just
joke. It's an absolute joke. Guys, she was probably some white soccer mom with a degree in freaking underwater lesbian studies, right? You know, and that she thought that she was going to take a break from her Palestine protests and chase down ICE agents.
We've seen before people bring, whether it's bear spray, mace, other things, other other agents that might create havoc amidst, and then you've got a lot of noise, a lot of people. Very tough for any of us to kind of analyze exactly what's going on. But when you have a death like this, and when you have a deadly shooting, it's a game changer.
Yeah. Well, this is the concern with 2,000 federal agents descending upon the Twin Cities. This was the exact concern that local officials were saying.
Yeah. So they should have told people, leave these ICE agents alone. Yeah. It's nuts. It's not your fight. It's none of your business. Just let it work itself out, because there's nothing ICE is doing is illegal. It's not at all.
We are concerned by this show of force, by this surge of federal agents to our community, and feared that it may not be the person who was a target of.
Look at this idiot. Order the arrest of all ICE agents. Charge them with domestic terrorism. Round them up. Please, what a joke. Someone says it's all on video. This is lies. Yeah.
Of enforcement who becomes
Why aren't they
collateral
showing
damage
the
in
video?
all of this, and that is what has happened from what we've heard from officials so far.
All right, guys, hold on. I gotta do this first.
That breaking news comes from Minnesota. ICE agents say they were forced to shoot and kill a woman who they say tried to run over officers at an anti-ICE demonstration. The mayor of Minneapolis says that's not true and that DHS is trying to, quote, spin the incident as self-defense. Meanwhile, the governor is urging people to remain calm as crowds gather and tensions flare. Thank you for joining us. I'm Karina Nova.
And I'm J.R. Stone. The shooting comes just as the Department of Homeland Security launches in Minnesota what it's calling the largest immigration enforcement operation ever carried out by the agency. Thousands of federal agents and officers are expected to be deployed in the Minneapolis area, leaving residents on edge. In a statement, ICE says a protest of surge turned violent. They say a woman tried to run over an ICE agent and that the officer feared for their life and opened fire, killing her. City officials are saying the woman was not a protester, but a peaceful observer.
Yeah, yeah, right.
You've been hacked. You've been took.
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Come
Back on
on.
claims that she tried to attack officers. This is just the latest escalation of tensions in the area as the federal
Why aren't
government
these people at work or
deployed 2,000
something?
I don't know.
agents to enforce
They have like nothing better to do.
That's partly in response to allegations of fraud involving Somali residents. The Twin Cities have the largest Somali population outside of Somalia. While the government calls the alleged attack on...
Hey guys, hold on. Here's the video. I don't think that it'll get the stream taken down, but hold on.
I'm surprised the news organization didn't show it.
Give me a second here. I gotta do this real fast. I gotta figure out how to window. Okay. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
No sound.
There's no sound. Oh,
that
sorry,
might
guys.
be okay though.
No. Here. Sorry, I didn't. Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. I gotta do something. This is sharing in a different way than usual. Share audio system. Okay. All right. Can you hear this?
Good now. Yeah, we're good.
Now, do you guys say? See? Get out of the car, meaning that they're trying to detain her. Okay. Which means that she'd been agitating the officers. They ordered her to get out of the car. Okay? So we're establishing this here.
No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking God! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. So he's right there. One.
And she's blocking the road too.
Yeah, look at that. Yes. Actually, guys, look.
Yeah. He was right in front of the
He
tire.
was right in front of the car.
Right?
Yes. She tried to run him over. Yeah, she tried to run him over. Exactly. Yes.
You are fucking criminals!
Arrest this knucklehead too.
Yeah, this idiot too.
What the fuck?
Just stand in the crime scene. Just stand right in the crime scene.
Was it the guy in front of the car that almost got run over? Was he the one that
Yes.
dropped off the 2
Yeah.
rounds?
Shame!
Okay.
Shame!
Look at that, guys. Now, guys, if we go back here, right, look at where this guy is. He's not this guy, but there's a guy right behind him, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. You see him?
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah.
He's in front of the car.
And he's the
she
one who
gunned it. Yes, and he's the one that shot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Well, look, I'm not an expert, but I think it's justified.
Well, it's almost like he had his hand on the car, not trying to push it away, but like, he was like touching the car. I don't think he really could have gotten out of the way really any sooner. And like, who knows what she was going to do being so, she might have turned the car around and drove right into a whole crowd of people or something.
The thing is, she accelerated towards the officer.
Yeah.
At that moment, that vehicle is a weapon.
Yeah.
Period. When the guy shot the B-dub, she was farther away than that, and they considered it an act of violence. So he was like, "Hey, stop!" And he got in front of the car, and she gunned the engine.
Yeah, this tire was about 3.5 feet away from pretty much killing him or putting him in a wheelchair.
Yep. Now, hopefully, that doesn't get the stream to take him down, but I don't think so. It wasn't too violent, so I think we're all good. You know what I mean? Hold on, because everyone's reporting on this now. Black conservative perspective says liberals meltdown as woke woman wins a Darwin Award.
Officer domestic terrorism.
Good. Hold on. So it says FAFO. Someone says, yeah, she was shot through the front windshield, not the side or from behind. Exactly.
Yeah, that's very important. That's what the news should be reporting.
Yep. Someone says the bullet holes in the windshield. He was in front of the car. Facts. Someone says, I would suggest that people watch the video. Her car was blocking the street. Oh, please. This person says there was no one in front of the car. Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that, guys. Someone says, lesson learned. Don't try and run over law enforcement. Facts. Look at that.
ICE-related shooting. This now, the first time that we're really hearing some more details from law enforcement.
Yeah, we know that the call was made maybe about 10 o'clock this morning, so just about 3 hours or so.
Now, the first time that we're really hearing some more details from law enforcement.
We did get some more information about this woman who was, we know, at this point shot and killed by ICE agents.
Good.
We have learned that she is a 37-year-old white woman. She appeared to be in the vehicle alone, is what the police chief said. But the spouse has made it to the hospital. But we probably should take you back just a little bit about just some of the
guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, guys. You know, Red Door, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Guys, look at this. Look at my boy's nickname here.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
chain of events that have happened now that we have some of that.
King Raymond, bro, we just played the video. I don't see an itchy trigger finger at all. This cop was in front of the car on the left side, and she gunned the engine, and he shot. I think it's just justified, clearly justified. I've seen ones that are actually more questionable than that were justified. But he was clearly in front of the car. And guys, here's the thing. You guys know how to not have this happen? Don't harass federal agents. How about that?
Yeah.
And if you do, if they tell you to get out of the car, get out of the car. Guys, everyone who agrees, guys, put justified in the chat. All right? Please.
Information confirmed.
And interestingly, we really still haven't learned what the initial call was, why ICE was there in the first place, who they may have been looking for. But we know that while ICE agents...
You know what that is? None of your business.
Yeah.
That's none of your business who they were there to get.
There, according to Mayor Fry, there were about a dozen or so plus agents there, and that, you know, we've seen there's some video out there. We're actually going to be showing it to you here shortly, so you can see for yourself. But in the course of of them looking for somebody, people started to gather, crowd started to gather, more law enforcement shows up, and I'm not exactly sure at what point the incident happened with the woman in the vehicle, but we know that there was a woman in the vehicle, and according to again, you'll see the video for yourself and you can kind of watch. There are two narratives here, one from the Trump administration, which we'll read to you in a second, and then one we just heard from local law enforcement. Okay, and Ryan's telling me that we are actually ready to show the video. So
now
before
watch.
we layer too much context, videos, you can see the vehicle.
No sound.
There,
no sound.
That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here.
Who is blocking the road?
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
too,
There's no sound. They order her to get out of the car, right?
Bullish reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up.
Now, do you see?
And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other
was in front of the vehicle.
They almost should have highlighted a little red arrow above.
Yeah, watch.
It is a little difficult to see. It is a little hard to see.
Because this guy's blocking. But guys, look, when she guns it, look, he's looking at the windshield. Here, I'll make this bigger. You guys see this? Hold on, you can't see my. Damn it! I'm sorry, guys. Look at this.
It is hard to see a little bit.
But look, he's clearly in front. Here's the tire, and look at where his foot is.
Mm-hmm.
You see? He's in front of the vehicle. She gunned it. She slams on the gas.
Also, too, notice that she didn't cut the wheel all the way to the right, too.
Not at all.
It's
Not at all.
pointed basically at him.
You see? She
now
goes
she did it
forward.
first.
She goes forward.
And then
find out, right?
It's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
Yeah. So again, there's no audio here. We don't know what's being said.
There's no audio.
Yeah, how convenient.
That was a lie.
Isn't that funny, guys? That we can get audio here and news can't. Guys, the regular news is so cooked.
This is a similar scenario how the Floyd riots started, because there wasn't any context to the video or anything. I mean, it's not really quite the same, but it's a little bit of the same.
Yeah.
We don't know really anything else.
What's his name? Daniel Penny? That guy?
He was the subway guy.
Train? Yeah. Ridiculous.
About this woman, other than we know that she was not the target of the initial investigation. That was confirmed by the police chief, but there are some other angles of this as well that are being looked at. So that's kind of one pass of the video, and again, right. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Sorry. So there is some audio to this, and if you go online, you can see. So now you can see the vehicle is crashed, and according to law enforcement here in the Twin Cities, that woman was shot, and then the vehicle drove into the snow there, as you can see. So this is kind of the aftermath right now. This video is turned the other way.
There's that knucklehead. He was like, "Shame on you! Shame on you!" Please, what a joke.
What's happening? We didn't have a lot on the front end of this, and every time we show video, we kind of like to show prior the incident and then as much after. But this is
much about this woman. Just the police chief's perspective, he just says that he knows that she was a woman that was in her car and she was blocking the road, and that's about all the information that we know.
Okay, right. You let me know when this is played out
again.
Completely,
Blocking a road.
Yeah,
that's a big
deal,
guys.
You know what all this is? None of your business. I would be inside, drinking a beer, having a steak. You know what I'm saying? Guys, everyone's here. Please. Everyone stop. Everyone in this chat, hear me and hear me well. Just close your eyes and imagine how much of a life, how much of a pathetic life, or how useless or how much spare time that you must have to actually drive out and mess with ICE agents. Guys, can you imagine yourself having such a pathetic excuse for a life? These people not have jobs and not have positive things to do. Like, how pathetic, how big of a goof or a loser, how unproductive do you have to be to drive and find ICE agents, block the road and harass them and do something so idiotic that you end up getting yourself killed?
Perhaps she wanted to do self-deleting via cop or something, because I don't know why you would put yourself in a situation like this. And like, what did she think the outcome would be? Oh, hey guys, she doesn't like it. Let's just pack it up and go home. What do you think's going to happen here?
Yeah. And look, guys, we'll get in. This says there's audio, but you're choosing not to let people hear it.
Yep.
Person says stop editing raw video. It's public information anyways. Someone says this video actually has sound, but someone suppressed the sound during the first couple minutes. Why? Someone says it would be nice if you just shut up and let us watch the video. Facts. Someone says you purposely cut the audio off. Look at that. Someone says they cut the sound on purpose. Look at that, guys. Absolutely insane. Guys, you know what? Don't mess with ICE. How about that, guys?
Yeah.
And
basically this was kind of like a duel in a way, and the guy beat her in a way. But it kind of was a little bit. She had the gas pedal, and she chose to step on the gas, dude.
He beat her on the draw.
Yeah. Not today, 304.
Yo, that's hilarious. That's true though.
It is
so
kind. That's what
true.
I'm saying. It's kind of a way to justify it, because what's that guy gonna do? Just let her, try to run him over?
Yeah,
it is pretty crazy.
We'll do one last story here, guys, and then we'll get on the topic here. Here you go.
Oh God.
Here you go.
A firefighter is taken off a stretcher, and several families right now are homeless, all because a woman allegedly set her boyfriend's clothes on fire. We want to thank you all for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Keith Garvin. What investigators say started as a lover's quarrel ended up destroying the South Lake Villa apartments in Sheldon. Harris County fire marshals say the woman was arrested on an arson charge. Courtney Peel joins us live from the complex where crews just
How you doing? Check her out, man. Let's go. Let's go, right? Look at
pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
Let's clear that scene, Corley.
Keith, we saw firefighters leave about 30 minutes ago, but if you look behind me, you can see all that is left is damaged. Tons of homes are destroyed from that fire. And this is also where we witnessed a firefighter falling through the ceiling. We're hoping that he is okay, but investigators say all of this happened because a woman was mad at her boyfriend.
Of course.
Flames raging in
Jesus.
Public Villa apartments. Black smoke in the sky as firefighters fight the flames. Neighbors like
all this over one moronic 304, guys.
Yeah.
Isn't this just indicative of society as a whole, right?
Chanteria,
Yeah.
we're seeing
Who knew gonorrhea could burn so bad?
Oh! Yo!
Is this where the super gonorrhea is in Houston? This is like Houston.
The
Or
super
Georgia.
gonorrheas in Baltimore. The high five and the herp are everywhere in Houston.
they could salvage.
I actually almost had a panic attack, honestly. My kids were shaking, asking like, Mama, the house is gone.
Firefighters rushed to the
Look
scene
at that,
before
guys.
Oh my
this
God.
woman seen being
Look at that. guys.
Well.
Of course, it's a B-dub. Of course, guys. Of course.
escorted away in handcuffs.
I'm gonna bet this is a Section 8 apartment building.
Of course it is.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys here. I know some of you guys are young and you live in apartments. Guys, the moment that your complex starts taking housing vouchers, move.
Yeah,
Get out.
no doubt.
Get out. I'm telling you guys.
Drug den.
Yeah. Your property is gonna start getting stolen. Your cars are gonna get broken into. It's gonna be 3 o'clock in the morning, and you all you're gonna hear is some stupid rap music blaring at 3 o'clock in the morning. Come on, man.
Is accused of starting the fire. Investigators say she was mad at her boyfriend and set fire to his clothes in a barbecue pit on a unit patio.
I honestly don't understand how, a person can do that. It's people around you, it's kids around you. It's nothing worth, losing your life over, going to jail over. It's
Did you see the
it's
Nissan
just not worth
Altima
it.
that was there?
Fire investigators say the woman put the fire out, but it reignited and spread throughout the attic, damaging an entire building, leaving dozens of neighbors, including White, without a home.
I work so hard for my stuff. So to know that everything's just gone in the blink of an eye, it's kind of it's devastating. It's terrible when you didn't do it and it happened from somebody else.
Neighbors were not hurt. Several hours later, firefighters returned when the fire rekindled.
Did this place just not have sprinklers side of it? Damn.
Our
A lot
camera
of these
capturing
Section
the
8 places do kind of have scummy landlords.
Yeah,
sometimes,
sure.
so they don't. Again, they can have a lot of corruption with these type of places, so it
Sure.
wasn't probably up to code and stuff. Probably had a bunch of old pink insulation, and believe it or not, clothes are actually a decent source of fire. Believe it or not, I
Yeah.
actually burned some old clothes. Instead of donating them, sometimes they're just beat up. I'll actually just burn them in my fire pit, and they do actually burn surprisingly well, especially because they're like kind of plastic polyester stuff.
Yeah.
That lights up
and all that other
decently quick.
Yeah.
Moment,
Plus,
a
you guys,
firefighter.
you gotta remember, I guarantee you none of the smoke detectors were working.
Definitely, yeah.
It's true though.
Yeah,
It's
it
true.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
Fell through the second floor and was rushed away
Poor guy.
in an ambulance. Where will you and your family go?
I don't have a lot of family, so I got to figure it out. I have friends. They telling us it's gonna take months, for us to get our stuff back. So now that leaves us having to figure out where we're gonna lay our head at. Our kids lay their head at. Kids got to go back to school, Wednesday. So it's just a lot.
Damn.
She's hot.
Damn. Yeah, that's a match. That's for sure. Now, guys, let's get on the topic here, right? Now, guys, once again, we've covered bankruptcy before. And guys, let's go here really fast. Give me 1 second. Because guys, these knuckleheaded broads are all thinking that bankruptcy is a strategy to win. And guys, women get rewarded for doing stupid stuff. If a man claims bankruptcy, he's a loser. He's a moron. But if a woman claims bankruptcy, she's brave. She's brave. Oh, you're doing such a brave thing. Right? Please. Come on.
And none of them were like running a business or something.
Not at all.
Like, you know what I mean? Trying to do like be an entrepreneur or something like that, where you might lose money.
It was a wonderful
marriage,
a happy one. I'll see him again.
Carol and Ed Haynes were inseparable for 25 years until 2022 when they both got COVID.
I lost him quick, but I guess that was better, than him suffering for
That's fake crying.
While Carol was reeling from the loss of Ed, she was recovering from COVID herself. At the same time, Ed's death triggered a freeze on his accounts and the automatic mortgage payments to the bank stopped, unbeknownst to Carol and Ed's daughter, Tiffany.
Did you just think that this stuff was being taken care of?
I did. I thought she was okay, and she didn't want to bother me. So it was just a little bit of miscommunication.
That little communication turned into a big problem when the bank filed for foreclosure. When Tiffany heard, she was able to negotiate a loan modification.
So it would bring the loan current, putting the rearages on the end, and we would just make the payments.
But while Tiffany helped her stepmom make the payments, the bank was selling the loan. The new mortgage holder apparently did not get the memo and filed for foreclosure again. And even though Tiffany repeatedly sent proof of the modification, she could not fight her way through the red tape, and Carol received a letter stating her home would be auctioned on the courthouse steps on May 23rd.
Look at that,
This
guys.
is the man who will carry out that sale, Boone County Master Commissioner.
Sucks for them.
Larry Dillon.
Is there anything that can be done?
If I have an order from the circuit judge directing me to sell a property, I have to sell it.
Obviously, you don't want to see a little old lady get kicked out of her house.
He doesn't care.
No, I don't. I cannot unilaterally take the step of canceling a sale, because if I do, I'm in violation of a court order.
There you go.
Dillon says his hands are
See?
tied.
You guys see? Yes, think that they would try and do an emotional appeal if it was a little old man? Of course not.
Only two things can stop the sale now: if the bank agrees to stop it, or if Carol files for bankruptcy. So that's exactly where she is headed.
Look at this.
She's in a brand new car too.
Around his things. And I can feel him here. If I left here, I wouldn't live long.
Now, do you guys see how they're making this story of heroism? Oh, yeah, she had to claim bankruptcy. Wow. Here's another one, guys. Sorry, give me a second here.
From welfare to Walmart is the mantra of a Detroit woman who has clawed her way back from bankruptcy to become a business owner on the path to success. It is an unlikely road she shares as inspiration for other African Americans who find themselves without hope. And tonight for Black History Month, the spotlight is on her, not just here in Michigan, but across the nation.
To look at all of these glamorous photoshops that have detailed the amazing rise of Tiffany Cartwright into entrepreneurship, you would think the ride to the top has been smooth.
I literally lost everything. My home, my car, I mean, everything. I had to file for bankruptcy.
Tiffany grew up in Detroit, graduating from Renaissance High School, Michigan State University, and the University of Michigan Law School. She began serving as an administrative law judge.
You told me all of a sudden you lost your job.
It was basically due to budget cuts. So suddenly and without notice, I went from presiding over unemployment hearings to having to rely upon an unemployment check.
Tiffany.
So how do you work as a judge making that much money and all of a sudden have to claim bankruptcy?
Because she had the Mercedes and, you know, did a bunch of vacations and things like that, probably.
But do you guys see, like, once again, they're making this in like a superhero story, but a guy, he would not only would they ridicule him for claiming bankruptcy, but they wouldn't even consider this an inspirational story, you know?
She says she relied on faith and her brother's empowerment program for inspiration.
He's like, that invention you've been dreaming of.
I can't, guys. Sorry.
Invention. She probably drop shipped something that's made by kids in Africa.
Look.
For the first time, dozens of frustrated creditors heard from Janet Brown about her possible involvement in what police call a $12 million Ponzi scheme.
Well, Brown appeared in court today to answer questions about an involuntary bankruptcy filed against her. News Channel 9's Jerry Askin was at that creditors meeting today, and he's back now with many creditors who say they still need answers. Jerry.
That's right, Kim and Calvin. Janet Brown is Jack Brown's wife, and he's accused of running a Ponzi scheme. Today in court, Janet Brown admits she was a partner with the Browns tax service, but wouldn't specify her role. As the case moves forward in court, many creditors say they want the truth. Can I ask you a few questions, Miss Janet Brown?
No questions. No
about
comment.
your involvement in
No
the
comment.
case?
No comment.
Today, we asked Janet Brown a number of questions after she walked out of bankruptcy court, working to find answers for creditors. People are obviously concerned about their money. Do you have any comment today, Ms. Brown? People like Charles Gregory, who invested over $100,000 with Jack Brown.
Again, the meeting was useless. I mean, there was no reason for it. Nobody got no answers.
Guys, here's the thing. They didn't give this wife any type of penalty at all. That's the reason why I brought this up. Her husband, they're trying to say that he was doing the Ponzi scheme when her name was actually on the paperwork. Absolutely insane, guys. What a joke. What an absolute joke. And then give me 1 second here. We can do this. Watch. Life after bankruptcy, right? Let's look.
We now come back
So look who's leaving with a car. It's my sales lady. That's my sales lady. How long I been here?
Oh God, it's probably a Nissan.
They got me in the car that I wanted. It's so nice. And payments are low. And I have warranty, 3 years. What else I got? Gap. And theft. And then this is, look, check this out. This is my paperwork. Fancy. I said, who sent you? Because who sent you? And it's through the credit union. And y'all know I said I'm working on buying me a house, saving. It's through a credit union. And remember I said I wanted my loan through a credit union? Want to do it. Life after bankruptcy. This is the man who made it happen.
Magic wand?
Yep.
Let's
he
sing
made
a
it
song.
happen.
I didn't do nothing. You did it. It was all
Thank
you.
Someone say something for the love of God. What the fuck is going on? I try to not swear, guys. All you guys that are here, you guys know that I try to not swear, but fuck, what the fuck is going on?
Look at her 304 friend right here.
What is going on with this, guys?
She did my paperwork.
Look at that, guys. Hold on. She had an actual thing about her bankruptcy.
Manifesting.
So
Did you
I
see
took
the
a lift,
manifesting?
and I told them what I wanted to pay. I told them what I could do. They know my bankruptcy. They know my finances, and they said,
"I'm rooting for." Hold on. I know she just gets worse and worse and worse. There's a video where she actually talks about how and why she went bankrupt, other than the fact that she's a knuckleheaded 304. But guys, and of course she has kids. Of course she does. I mean, come on, right? What in the world? I'm not clicking on that.
Don't even look at it.
I'm not, guys. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not. Sorry, guys. I can't subject you to that. Guys, follow me on TikTok too, right? AJ Rants on TikTok.
I am 22.
You guys might remember this Thunderhead,
yes,
right? Guys, let's go.
I am 22 years old.
Again. Watch.
And I am in $91,300 worth of debt, and I am filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy today. I've had such a bad financial burden the last couple years. So after meeting with an attorney and doing lots of research, I realized that filing bankruptcy really isn't as bad as it's made out to be. And
right there, guys. Filing bankruptcy is not as bad as it's made out to be. And she's 22 years old. Guys, I need you to let me know. Put a 1 if you agree. Paying your bills and paying back your debt is the basics in life. It's just being an adult, you know?
Yeah.
How pathetic is it that you can't even pay your bills? You can't even pay back what you owe. And guys, here you go. Let's put our tin hats on, all right? Our tinfoil hats. You guys don't think that this is part of an agenda here? To make it seem like messing up your credit and all this other stuff is just not a bad thing. That's any time that they want to normalize, like having the herp derp, having the high five, banging dudes, baby deletion, anything that they try to normalize to women, it is an agenda. Think about it. Once you start seeing chicks on social media who you'll have, for instance, the herp derp, let's destigmatize this.
Yes,
that's when you know that there's an agenda. Someone's pushing an agenda and making women tell other women first, because women oftentimes inform the culture, right? When they start normalizing bad things, we're cooked.
Yeah, and there'll be something behind it too, like Valtrex or some company like that that's trying to make a medication for it, and they'll kind of encourage them to get out there, like, hey guys, get out there and destigmatize this girl, show the world that you're not scared to be judged and stuff. And this is sort of a similar thing, but what is it really doing? It's taking any shame out of it and just normalizing it, pretty much like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she'll get a lot of compliments for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was truly
Solomon Grundy, man. What's going on? How you been, man? Long time no see with the $10, man. I appreciate that. Long time no see. Long time supporter of the channel. Thanks for that.
You are scaring the hoes.
Appreciate that.
Chapter 7, and truthfully, my consumer debt really is not that bad. A lot of people have it.
Why would you say that your debt's not that bad and then still file for bankruptcy? You absolute dunderhead. Why?
You stupid woman. A lot worse financially, but for me, $91,000 was just too much. It was uncomfortable, and I just wanted to get a fresh start. I moved to Texas directly after high school, and I made a lot of very irresponsible decisions financially.
You don't say.
Yeah.
And really dug myself into a big hole of debt. I decided, let's go ahead and file bankruptcy. Let's give myself a clean slate. That way I can stop stressing and I can actually do better. Okay, just to give you a little breakdown of the debt that I do have that totals up to the $91,300, I owe about $51,000 on the vehicle that I have. We did try selling that, trading it in, all that good stuff, but I have way too much negative equity to come out on top. I bought a motorcycle back in 2022. Thought that was a great idea. I owe $5,000 still on that.
Look, guys, This person here says this is the second video that I've seen downplaying bankruptcy.
Yeah.
It's something being pushed. Facts.
Yep.
Guys, let me know, guys.
Yeah.
Put yes in the chat.
We covered this like 2 months ago, and I was saying that same thing then.
Guys, hold on, guys. Where are we? Where are we? Guys, we have 160 people watching, guys. We have 70 likes, guys. Let's get those likes up. Let's try and hit 100 likes, guys. I'd appreciate that. Thank you, guys. And guys, just letting you know, once again, guys, from now on, I'll be going live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And then I will still have the Sunday Night Live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, guys, from now on, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, anyone who wants to come on up, guys, hit the StreamYard link that's pinned to the top of the comments. Yes, anyone who wants to join the Discord, guys, email me and I'll let you in. Let me know who you are. Give me your YouTube name, and then so that I recognize who you are, and I'll let you in the Discord. The Discord, it was open, and we were getting trolls and people spamming, so I had to close the Discord. I knew that this day would actually come, but yeah, guys, just email me. So,
one other quick point. Look, see how vapid she is that she bought all this stuff. I'm sure she's posting it online, but do you think she was paying for drinks and dinner and stuff? She still was even getting that from guys too, I bet.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Thing, tried selling it, not able to get what we owe out of it. I do own a camper, and I owe about $13,400 on that. However, I live out of that camper because I can't afford a house. So I am keeping that since I do live in it. I have $2,200 worth of medical bills that I had no idea were in collections. And then I have do not get forgiven with bankruptcy, so I will still continue that payment. And then I have about $7,700 worth of credit card debt, all coming into a grand total of $91,300. So after meeting with an attorney, she decided filing Chapter 7 is going to be my best bet. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Since I was referred to her from somebody that is currently filing bankruptcy with her, she did cut me a discount. So my bankruptcy is only going to cost me about $1,100. So I've already paid all of those fees to her to do a free consultation with her. And then after I decided to go ahead and file, I paid a deposit and I received a workbook. I went ahead and filled that workbook out and everything. And it just pretty much, it needed all my information, my income, all my belongings and stuff like that I have. And then I listed all of my creditors as well. So thankfully you are able to actually pick and choose what you do file on whenever it comes to bankruptcies. I did decide to surrender the truck, and then I am surrendering the motorcycle as well. I am keeping my camper, and I will have to keep my student loans, but otherwise everything's gonna be wiped clean. So we're gonna go ahead and go in, we're gonna sign a little bit of paperwork, get everything finalized so she can actually file that. So let's go.
Wait for it. Do you guys see this? She's in her lawyer's office filming this. I'm going to repeat this. She's talking to her lawyer in her lawyer's office, filming the interaction and posting it on social media. Guys, I need you to understand the gravity, the enormity of stupidity. Okay? She is talking to her lawyer and she's filming it and putting it on the internet. How stupid can you be? And guys, this is bad on the lawyer too.
Yes.
Okay? Guys, this is such a big no-no. You never, ever, ever. Guys, there's a reason why there's, was it lawyer-client privilege or whatever?
Attorney-client, yeah.
Guys, this absolute dunderhead is doing this. Do people just not watch Law and Order anymore? Like, what is going on? This is when I saw this the first time, it's like, how can you be so stupid? And I guarantee her lawyer doesn't even know. She just turned her phone on. No attorney wants any of their business put on social media.
Just has identifying stuff on it. What's your middle name?
Anne.
With an E or without an E?
Without.
You currently own your own business?
No.
2012 Volkswagen Passat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Whoa,
own
whoa,
a-
whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on. This broad owes over $50,000 on a 2012 Volkswagen.
No, on the truck.
No, a truck. Yeah,
on the truck. The Volkswagen's paid off, but someone says, and you have a kid too.
Does she have a kid?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Okay. Make sure that I've spelled all your names correctly and that your social security number is correct. And if all that's okay, go ahead and sign that one. All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank
Be
you.
careful going home. You're welcome. Thanks for working with us on
Yeah, of
times
course.
and dates and all that.
Okay, we just signed paperwork and everything. Everything is pretty much finalized now. Did all the hard stuff. So she said I'll get a letter in the mail scheduling my 314 meeting, which will happen in the middle of December. And that's pretty much just a meeting with all my creditors. And it's just a Zoom call. And she said 99% of the time, none of them show up, which then means that everything goes out the window. So fingers crossed none of them show up whenever we have that meeting in the middle of December. And then after that, everything will be finalized and I will be so much closer to being debt-free, and finally we'll have a weight lifted off my shoulders because I am tired of carrying this financial burden. Obviously, it sucks that I'm doing this at 22 years old, but I think that this has been such a learning curve for me, and I will never put myself in this position again. And honestly,
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
it's been just such a good life lesson. So let this be your sign. If you are really struggling financially, you have a lot of debt that you just honestly cannot get taken care of, go meet with an attorney. Discuss bankruptcy. It is truly not as bad as it is made out to be. I feel so much relief. I'm one step closer to being a little more financially free. Just excited to walk into 2026 on a clean slate and be able to do better. But yeah, let this be your sign to go meet with an attorney.
So that, guys,
Wow.
This is women's advice for each other. And this is what, guys, our space, this red pill space, right? We're always going to win. Because, guys, all of us, guys, in the chat, especially us older guys who are 40 and up, we give good practical advice to younger guys. Don't get some broad pregnant, wrap it up every time, or go MGTOW, save, invest, get a good career. Don't waste your time on useless college degrees. You know what I'm saying? We give people practical advice, and this is the advice that women give to each other. Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man says women give the worst advice to each other. Facts. Now, guys, look, this person says, you couldn't waterboard this info out of me. This person says, we need to normalize this. It's not a bad thing. Guy says normalize bankruptcy?
Which really kind of means like normalize greed, sort of in a way. Because she's pretty. At 22, you're getting a brand new truck and camper, and a couple other things, and motorcycle. Come on, that is a little bit out of control here.
Someone says filing bankruptcy is actually pretty bad. Person says not really. Look at that. What an absolute joke. Guys, here we go. Weird.
Hey, AJ, do you think her camper was a Winnebago?
Oh! That's the one. This is her. This is her with her bastard kid.
Oh, right? It's a white kid, though.
Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. What a mess. Talk about trailer trash, dude.
Yeah.
Literally, right? Guys, here we go. That's retirement. Fiction. Okay, here we go.
Filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and they are taking my car, which was a little alarming at first, but she's fallen apart. So, you know what? Take her. Here's my plea. I need help finding a car. If you know someone who works at a car dealership in Utah that can help me out and that specializes in financing a car loan after.
And financing broke, dunderheaded 304s.
Yeah.
Hey,
Take sexual
guys,
favors.
I'm sure that there's an Altima in her future.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we just hit 100 likes, guys. I pretty appreciate that. Thank you. Look at that. Mystic Mark says, he says, my wife is fantastic. I'm giving solid advice to young men. So they're okay. Okay, here's the thing, guys. You can be red pill and be married. You can be red pill and be in relationships, or you can be single, MGTOW, or whatever. Guys, red pill is about choice. If you know the facts, data, statistics, and our talking points, and you decide that you're making the best decision for yourself, go for it. Guys, I have subs like Mystic Marks that are married, happily married. You know what I'm saying? Matt, who calls in a lot, he's happily married. He met his wife in Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we will support your decisions as long as you come to a logical conclusion and you've understood that it's the best choice for you. That's it. You know?
For bankruptcy, send them my way. Thank you. Me and my husband had to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy.
Wow, you're annoying.
It's just a game to them.
My gosh. Wow, that went from 0 to really annoying.
And part of the motive of them showing all this is like fishing for simps as well.
Yeah.
It is a factor.
Yeah. And this chick, she's actually
not bad looking. Yeah.
Long hair, you know? But I think she's Mormon. Guys, a lot of the people from like Guam, Samoa, they tend to be Mormons because the missionaries go out there a lot.
Really?
This is her before. Wow. Look at that, guys. She lost all this weight. Wow. Look at that, guys. Yeah. She's like Samoan or from Guam or something. But yeah, she broke. Guys, how can you just not
Me and my husband had to file.
How can you just not pay your bills, guys? It makes no sense at all. Guys, people laugh because like I do pretty well for myself.
Let's de-stick.
But people go,
oh my god,
I know, right? I know. Sorry about the jump scare, guys. Right? I'm sorry about the jump scare.
He's in like an early 90s grunge band or something like that.
Look at this. Hey guys, people go, oh, AJ, your mindset is like you're still like a broke college student. I'm like, that's why I can save and invest as much. You know? Like I still live a very frugal, like regular, smegular life. Guys, Colin, Snowboard, chime in here. One of the biggest financial mistakes that people make is when they make more money, they spend more money. What's the first thing that Snowboard Colin? You guys have seen guys who will get that big promotion. What's the first thing that they'll do?
Buy a brand new $100,000 truck.
Thank you. Yeah. And women are even worse.
Yeah.
Because they'll buy a new car and go on a trip.
And it'll be a BMW that the
exactly.
maintenance will be probably more than the payments will.
Exactly. Lenny, thanks for handing out a membership, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Guys, nothing good can come out of this thunderhead's mouth. The bangs, the face tattoos, the neck tattoo of whatever the hell that thing is. Yikes, man.
Let's destigmatize filing for bankruptcy.
Let's not.
Especially in this.
How about no?
Economy. I think a lot more people than you probably realize that have filed for bankruptcy recently or will be filing for bankruptcy in like the near future. I'm one of them. My husband and I filed for bankruptcy this year. Our discharge papers came in the mail a few weeks ago, which means that our process is over and done with. And we are able to now start fresh.
Look at that.
Fresh. I mean, obviously, filing for bankruptcy does.
How about you not spent all this money on these Mickey Mouse tattoos?
Yeah.
Look at on her hands.
Sausage fingers too.
Ugh.
It's come with like consequences, I guess, of like it's like on your like record or whatever. I believe for like 7 years. And anytime you would apply for like anything, like it will show up. But I feel for us, at least, we were already at such a low that it almost feels like an improvement to have filed for bankruptcy, because we no longer have like tens of $1,000s of debt hanging over our heads every day anymore. And that feels like a win. So I'll just give a quick little rundown of my story, our story as a family, kind of like just a quick summarization of what bankruptcy filing looked like for us. We filed in Wisconsin because we started the process in Wisconsin before we moved to Minnesota.
Minnesota's a dump.
Our move didn't affect it.
Minnesota sucks.
Minnesota's a mess.
Guys, at this point, I'm actually
Jesus.
Starting to think
we'll give Minnesota to Canada.
Yeah, that Minnesota and California might be neck and neck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on.
We're still able to complete filing in Wisconsin. I just like found a lawyer near us. I had never dealt with a lawyer before. I found like specific bankruptcy lawyer. The firm was really, really great, super helpful, very kind people. And I think overall the lawyer's fees and everything, it was like about $2,500, which is a lot of money for us, but is like far much less money than the money we owed. We had accrued a good amount of debt pretty much since I was pregnant with our son. My pregnancy was extremely hard. I had HG. I was like throwing up nonstop the entire pregnancy, and it was very, very hard. Like up until he came out, it was like aggressive sickness all the time. And because of that, I quit my job when I was 4 months pregnant. And we were on like a single income household from then on in New York City, which is a very expensive place to live, if you guys didn't know. And our rent kept getting raised like dramatically each year. So we're using all of our cash to pay rent and having nothing left over to buy like basic necessities. So we had to put all of that on credit cards, and it just like snowballed immensely quickly because the interest rates are predatory and they'll get you. And they got us. And we moved out of New York in hopes that living with family in Miami would help us save a bit.
That's a smart plan. Let's move to Miami. Yeah, that's a really, really, really great thing to do.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Come on.
The job market down there was so bad that it just like ended up creating more debt for us. We were still relying on our credit cards down there, and that was really tough. And so when we moved to Wisconsin and my husband had a bit more income, we were able to be like, okay, we're going to take a little bit of this money and just file, because breaking down the numbers, like there is just no way we simply would have ever been able to pay all of that off and like still like be able to pay rent, pay utilities, like all the other bills. Like it was one or the other. So we chose to file for bankruptcy so that we would have money to live. So now we have no credit cards, don't plan on applying for any anytime soon. Eventually, like we will need to get some form of credit just to like build our credit scores back up. But we're ready to start fresh. We did file Chapter 7. There's 2 different types of bankruptcy that like individuals can file. It's 7 or 11. If you file Chapter 11, you're basically like consolidating all of your debts into one like monthly bill, and so you still have to make monthly payments on that, and even those monthly payments were going to be like too big for us. So Chapter 7 is basically like, it's not really this simple, but just to like simplify it, just kind of like wiping all of that clean. I believe you can only do this like once.
Guys, they think that this is a good thing, that this is like a hack or a cheat, or this is, oh yeah, we're so awesome now. Guys, always pay your debts back. Always. Come on. And guys, live below your means. Guys, they're you know, myself, Colin, Snowboard, some guys in the chat, guys, we're all very, very, very successful people, right? But guys, you don't see us driving, $90,000 cars and having $700,000 homes and all this other stuff. Why? What's the point?
In your lifetime, I don't know if that's true. Someone fact check me, but like, you can't just do this like whenever you want. So like the whole point is that you get like kind of this one chance to start fresh and try not to get into debt again, which is tough in this economy. We are a single income household because we do have a son who is disabled, and I need to take care of him.
I was gonna say that she was taking way too much time.
Snowboard.
Yeah.
What is it again?
You're blaming on the Tylenol.
You guys know that she was on all kinds of head meds while she was pregnant with that little crumb cruncher.
She was partying a ton with like Gavin Artisnug in New York City, partying constantly and stuff, and they had a night where they just got a little too crazy. And I bet they went to Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin has probably good unemployment benefits and stuff. I heard in like the 90s it had really good like unemployment and stuff like that. So a lot of like hippies and stuff kind of moved up there.
Yeah.
And it still might be sort of the case.
Do we know what her kid looks like?
We don't know. It might be a well. We'll see.
Yeah.
Not his therapy, and it's just like not that simple to like have both of us working. We don't have like a village where we live, so we can't have like free childcare. So this is just like how we're making it work.
Yeah, you can't have free childcare because the Somalis stole all the money.
And yeah, we are just, we still live very paycheck to paycheck. Like there are nights when we are hungry.
Please.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Which
if
that
she's
means
hungry, then I'm the Queen of England.
Yeah, and in modern times, when women says that means like we can't DoorDash like Domino's tonight.
Yeah,
like that's kind of like sort of what that means.
Yeah.
And that is what it is, but we're not gonna like slide into credit card debt again because it's just not worth it. However, like if you do end up in that scenario, especially right now, like it's not your fault, it's no one's fault. Our society is very predatory.
There you go, guys. Right? guys, she said this is no one's fault. She said this is no one's fault, guys.
Not your fault and not anyone's fault.
Says she looks like Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, guys. Steven says he's 57, retired. He has 3 houses in Sydney, Australia. Look at that. Shares and stocks and 6 figures in his savings account. No way is he going to lose that for any woman. Let's go, guys.
Nice.
Give him a round of applause. And guys, do you know how hard it is to buy a house now in communist Australia? Everything's so expensive, and then they just like somehow hate home ownership.
They'll
So guys,
find a zoning issue or something.
yeah, the fact that Steven has 3 houses in Sydney, Australia, you want to talk about Herculean effort, man. Straight up. Way to go, man. Let's go.
Financially, and it makes it too easy to get credit cards. The interest rates are insane, and it's no one's fault if you slide into that. Like it is just like set up for failure in most ways, especially for working class people. So let's destigmatize this. There's nothing wrong with filing bankruptcy.
Look at that.
And I think it's very common. And if you didn't know someone who had filed bankruptcy before, now you know somebody. And don't be afraid to like look at all your options. And bankruptcy is not for everybody, but it is a good option for many people. And if you
No, it's not. Let's look at this dunderhead.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, she says she's hungry, guys.
Yeah.
She says
This might have been
she's
Nug Nug who hit it.
She says she's starving, guys. Hold on. Let's see.
You got about 2 years worth of reserves in her.
No. Looks like it's,
I thought it was
Gavin's,
a Gavin. Yeah, it's a Gavin.
It's Gavin's kid after all. Because look at her before. And look at her now.
God. Oh my
guys,
God.
this is what college does.
Yep.
I guarantee she went to college. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And end up like guys, this is college and SSRIs, man.
In feminism.
Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is the direct result of feminism. Right here, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's actually pretty cute.
Look at this.
Yeah, I tell her my real name. Yeah.
Look at this, guys. Once again, this is feminism right here, guys. Before, after. What a joke.
Was he the pile driver?
What a joke. Look at that. Is her kid have Downs? I think so.
Maybe.
That's right. She said that her kid is yay, right?
Well, disabled, which can kind of mean anything.
What a mess, guys. What a mess. And she used to be pretty before. Guys, Colin, chime in here.
Yeah.
Is this not the typical Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia chick?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah. You see these girls that would be decently pretty, but they don't want to fit the beauty standard for the male gaze, so they do this themselves. Because even after she has a decent face, you can tell that there's pretty under there. Because they always have the tattoos, they always have the stupid hair, they always have the piercings, they always have all this foolishness, right? Look at that, guys. What a joke. Okay.
Weed is a little bit of a factor here too, I bet. Because
look at that chest tattoo.
Oh, it's like probably a butterfly one of some sort.
Look at that. It's a moth. Is that it? I think that's even worse.
Like a butterfly one. It's like the same thing pretty much.
Look at that.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Get her out of here.
I know. Sorry, guys. I hope you weren't eating, right? Yeah. There we go, guys. Once again, dang. I seem to have to translate a lot nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here, right?
Well, what do we have? Well, what do we have here? Broke modern women. This is my wheelhouse. Let's go.
See the cow up on the wall behind her to the left?
Yeah. Why is she doing her own kind dirty like that?
Yeah.
You guys, she has the tattoos too. Here you go.
We call this a water buffalo.
Oh!
In May of 2024, last year. And I filed bankruptcy in May of 2024, last year. And it has been about a year and a half. And here are some things that have happened that I figured I would share with you. First, my credit score went from the gutter up into the 600s. It was like 605 or something. And then I was able to build credit from there. I was able to get approved for credit cards after our bankruptcy discharge. Highest limit.
Yeah, that might mean lesbian. I don't know if it does, but why else would you put that there? Think of that. It's the symbol.
What do scissor tattoos?
It's just a guess.
Mean. Oh yeah, you're right.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right, guys.
I'm telling you, man. I'm on it.
Lesbians.
You know how she got that there? From playing rock, paper, scissors. Oh!
I've ever had, lowest interest rates I'd ever gotten, and I have kept those accounts in good standing and built my credit way better than it was ever before. I was able to purchase a new to me vehicle right after our bankruptcy discharged. I actually could have done it the day after I filed, but I chose to wait because I wasn't sure what I was doing with the vehicle I had at the time.
I bet
and
it was a Nissan.
It proved to be
Yeah, it
the
was an
best
Altima.
decision I was ever to make. I got a good payment, a better interest rate, and I was able to actually negotiate. I also learned that when you file bankruptcy with a spouse, it makes going through a divorce that much easier. My now ex-husband and I filed together in May of 2024. We got divorced this year, and it made it so we didn't have to separate debt. We didn't have to go back and forth on who owned what debt. Nobody knew we filed. Back in May, the only reason anybody knew we filed bankruptcy was because I was talking about it openly on the internet.
Yeah, of course. Nobody knew until I opened my big fat mouth and told everyone on the planet. Guys, and this is the thing, guys. This is why you can't tell these 304s your business.
You stupid woman.
They'll let everybody know. Do you really think her now ex wants everyone knowing how broke that he is or was? Or guys, how much about her husband's doing way better now? Way,
of course.
way better now. You know?
Because
it wasn't published.
A lot of guys are laying next to the biggest bill they'll literally ever have.
Yep.
And he just got rid of his.
It's true.
In the newspaper, it
bill.
wasn't anything. Yes, they are public records. You can actually go look it up, but nobody cares. Bankruptcy is not the end of the world. Bankruptcy is not going to destroy your life. Yes, it stays on your credit report for 8 to 10 years. You can file again after 8 years for Chapter 7. It's not the end of the world. This is a tool to help you with a clean slate, refresh, start your life over. Don't be afraid to just look into it to see if it could be what saves you in the future. If you're considering bankruptcy, there is information in my profile. If you go there, you can find the network of attorneys.
Shut up. Now, guys, here, let's look at this. This
AJ, modern women. Okay, guys, I always say, I know modern women are 304s. They're baby mamas. They have STDs, all this stuff. But the worst thing about modern women is that they can't keep their mouth shut. Stuff that women of the past would take to their grave, they put on social media, right? And whether it's a W or an L, women are gonna put it on social media.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, look at this.
How are we going to keep going? That is the question I hear over and over again. How are we going to keep paying the minimums and surviving and buying food with the prices going up, tariffs hitting? We are about to be inundated with price hikes and costs we've never seen before.
Guys, do you see this woman thinking? Guys, does anyone here in your day-to-day life actually think that the tariffs are affecting you? I mean, seriously, guys, like, you get up, you drive to work, right? You stop by the store, get a steak or whatever to eat. You go home and you hang out. Guys, how much are the tariffs actually affecting you right now?
Not at all.
Not enough.
Just
Yeah,
can't get Russian vodka is about it.
And not enough to be like this idiot to just blame the reason why you're broke on the fact that there's tariffs. Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on.
And AJ, the thing about it is a man's lifestyle is tariff free, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
Think about this, guys. Think about your hobbies. Your hobbies are like 1, 2, 3 purchases for the year, and you're done all year. Understand what I'm saying? Like remember that meme where there's a TV on the ground with a fold-out chair and a beer and an Xbox, and then in the room there's a mattress on the floor. Guys, our lifestyles without women are tariff-free.
Yeah, it's true. Very, 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 very true. 1 second, guys. Here we go.
And this is not me shoving bankruptcy down everybody's throat. The thing I have learned over the last year and a half is that people don't know they have options. People don't know they can just have a free consultation with a bankruptcy attorney to see if it's the right thing for them. We were drowning in our minimum payments, in our debt, because we did not know we had an option until I found out that bankruptcy was something that legally we were able to use as a tool to set us free. There are people that will be.
Do you guys see? This is the advice that women give to people. Absolutely insane, guys. Let's keep going here, right? Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Let me check the likes, guys. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the cash apps, guys. I appreciate that. We are at, let's see.
And by free, she kind of means free to repeat the process. Before she couldn't.
Yep. Now the craziest part is, guys, there's simps doing this too. What kind of man does this?
He looks zesty though, kind of.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was gonna say next. Obviously, it's a zest fest over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What an absolute joke. You know what I mean?
Bankruptcy in March of this year, and it was probably the best financial decision I've ever made for myself. I feel like growing up for our generation, there was so much stigma revolving like money and bankruptcy and talking about finances. Like, I remember being told it was unprofessional to talk about like your wage at your job. That was all propaganda. Let's wake it up. The whole last president of the United States has filed for bankruptcy multiple times.
Guys, here's the thing.
That's still true.
The people, okay. Guys, if you're the highest paid person there, you don't want to talk about money. If you have a winner's mentality, guys, you don't talk about money at work. I don't believe in wage transparency. I don't believe in any of that because, guys, I'm a good negotiator and I always get paid more than everyone else. People who want to see how much all the rest of their coworkers make have a victim mentality. What if they're the ones that are making the most money? Oops! Then everyone's seeing how much they get paid, and they're the ones that are going to get all types of hell from their coworkers. Anyone who ever says, "Well, I want to know how much everyone else makes," once again assumes that they're being victimized and that somehow they're being treated unfairly. Guys, if you're a winner, if you're a glass half full person, then you're not worried about it, you know? So
can you. I just wanted to give like my 2 cents.
Guys, you never know why people at your work are getting paid more than you, or getting hired at a higher rate than you. Maybe they're more qualified. Maybe they have better education, right?
The uncle might have got him the job too. That's common, things like that.
But even then, though, that's none of your business.
Yeah.
You know, guys, there's at my work there was a guy. This is at a job that I had a while ago, and you got offices based on your seniority. So this guy came in, he was brand new, and he got a corner office. Well, because of part of our funding, if you were in the military, then you got preference. So he did his 20 years in the military. So guess what? He had more seniority when it comes to his office than anyone else. So here's this new guy in this corner office, and all hell's breaking loose. Oh, why is that? You don't know the reason why. You're assuming that's because it's some nefarious reason, but he did his 20 years in the military. You know what I mean? So what are you talking about?
And also, guys, don't ever get it twisted. People talk about nepotism and cronyism. He hired all of his friends. Yeah, one day you might be the person in the position to hire all your friends.
Exactly.
And everyone you know. Because I want to do that. So, I don't blame people that do that, because one day I'm going to do the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
And let you guys know that it is not that bad. Honestly, it's like changed the trajectory of like my financial life. If anyone has like questions or wants to know about like the process, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I literally think more people should file for bankruptcy. Like when I tell you I had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of debt erased
AJ,
in the matter of like a month.
There's two things wrong here. Because, I was so this person's Asian, has to be, right? So a zesty Asian person that's bad with money?
It's bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Like, really?
He probably doesn't even know how to play like the violin or anything either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he knows how to bite the hell out of a pillow, though.
That was a good one.
He filed Chapter 7 inches. Really took off that financial load.
Oh no. Guys, hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button, guys. We are at, let me check the likes. We're at 130 likes, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
One other reason I think that some of this is not quite a psyop, but they are trying to normalize it. They're like, oh, we'll just print more money. Who cares? We'll just print more money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's a little factor in the background too.
Yep.
My name is Sierra. This is day 3 of posting on TikTok about my bankruptcy journey. For those of you who have not seen my first...
This is the oldest looking young chick I've ever seen.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
You could tell in her eyes that she's younger, but look, she already has a turkey neck. She just looks like an old woman. Damn.
Yeah.
2 videos, I am filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy after a very long-winded battle with debt that I lost that battle.
Look at that.
There's such a stigma.
Hey, at least she called it a battle and not a journey. That's a plus.
Yeah.
No, but she's calling it a bankruptcy journey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look
at that. What an absolute
idiot. Look at her name, Sierra Debt Free.
Yeah. Guys.
After claiming bankruptcy, guys. Come on.
Anytime do you see these chicks trying to be strong and independent, guys, just remember.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
They're all broke.
Yeah, it's all fake humility too.
Yeah,
it's fake.
And I, as an individual only, because if you're a millionaire, it's seen as a wise business decision. So I'm going to be using this tool to help me get a fresh start and really be able to manage my money well, not feel like I'm drowning every second, and just be able to live in a very wise financial way.
Yeah, right.
So I'm posting about my journey to help bring awareness and just give a very realistic picture into what filing for bankruptcy looks like. Specifically Chapter 7, because that's what I'm filing for. I wanted to go over the things that I was asked to provide by my lawyer, just to get started, and the way that I am doing things, because I don't have just like $1,200 laying around to give to my lawyer at this time. I'm giving him like little chunks, and then once it hits that 12, we can
giving
officially
a little bit of something
but
else
he can
too,
prepare the documents before then. So he gave me a giant checklist of all these things to give to him, and one of the things that surprised me was a copy, like a picture of my physical Social Security card, which is fine because I had it, but I know a lot of people just like put that somewhere, have it at their parents' house. So that surprised me. I've never been asked for like a picture of a physical copy of the card. The number, of course.
I wonder,
but like the copy,
how old?
Never. So that's
how old does this woman look? She looks like she's in her like late 20s, maybe. Guys, think about this. Gen Z doesn't even want to get a driver's license. How many of them do you think are gonna get a Social Security card?
Yeah, that's true. Absolute mess.
Surprised me. So that ID, I think 3 months of bank statements, 2 years prior of like taxes, tax return, pay stubs for 6 months, what else? I think
picture
a
of your
utility
twat.
bill to prove, your address.
A picture of the clam.
Then you are required to take like a financial literacy class previous to filing. That
Guys, this is the same as people who take like Ozempic or get bariatric surgery, they always gain the weight back, right? Because they're taking the easy way out. Guys, what are the odds that this chick is going to be back in debt in like a year, right? Guys, what are the odds?
It's over 9,000!
It required in his initial request, but I had already done that, so I went ahead and included that as well in this giant stack of papers. So he's going through that and pulling that information to create a bankruptcy petition for me. So I'm waiting to hear if there's anything I missed or anything else that he needs, and then I'll be able to just pay off whatever I owe him, and then we can file and get a move on. He did tell me that the whole process takes around 4 months just for filing the 341. I always get those numbers mixed up.
No,
but
it's
the meeting of
304.
creditors and then finally discharge. So that's where I'm at right now. I will keep you guys updated, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Okay. My name is Sierra. This
Cooked.
is day 3 of
Cooked. Look at that. I just discharged chapter 7 last week. I never felt so free. Please. Just filed this morning. No shame, girl. This is us getting our lives back. No regrets. Look at that. All these people should be ashamed of themselves. What a joke. Look at this.
You guys know that men are almost 40% more likely to pay back their debts than women.
Yeah. All these stupid tattoos she has. What a joke. What an absolute. Look at this. These tattoos. Ugh. How? Oh wait, guys, how old do you guys think this chick is? Hold on. She said she was born in 90. She's 32. Guys, come on, guys. She looks old. She looks like she's in her 40s, right? I thought that she was like a older chick who looked young. You know?
Yeah. So did I.
Look, she has a turkey neck already. And I think she smokes too because of the smoke.
Yeah. She smokes the Mobby Reds.
Guys, she's put a 1 if you agree that she's on her way to a mixed race child at this Guaranteed, man. Guaranteed. What a joke. Guys, yeah, look. Because look at how old she looks. Right?
That's from all that stress about her debt.
Please. Yeah. Look at that. What a joke. All right, guys, let's keep going here. Guys, follow me on TikTok, guys.
Jesus, man.
Guys, look at this thing right here.
This is like someone from like a Joker movie or something.
Holy moly, look at that. She looks like she's from a Gore video, right, guys?
Talk about bankruptcy. I'm not a professional. I can't tell you if you should file for bankruptcy or not, but I can
Yeah,
tell
we
you
know.
that I've known a lot of broke people, and 2 people very, very close to me in my life have, yes, filed for bankruptcy. So here's everything you need to know going into thinking about bankruptcy. The first thing you need to know is that there are a lot of different types of bankruptcy. For example, Chapter 11 is a type of business bankruptcy. The ones you commonly hear people talk about for individuals, just personal people, right, like you in your life living in the world, are usually Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. And this is important because these different chapters mean different things, which leads us to the second thing you need to be aware of, which is that bankruptcy might not even clear all of your debt. It depends on which form of bankruptcy you file. It also depends on what type of debt you have. And even more than that, it sometimes just depends on how a judge rules. If you have things like student loans or car loans, these are going to be significantly harder types of debt to discharge even through a bankruptcy. If a car loan, for example, is your primary source of financial stress at the moment, it might make more sense for you to sell the car and take the financial loss than consider bankruptcy at all. For example, let's say you owe $10,000 on a car, but the car went down in value super hardcore since you got it, and it's only worth $5,000 if you were to sell it. That's usually called being upside down, right, on the loan. The car is worth less than how much you owe. Even though it feels like a major loss, the smart solution might be to sell the car, take the $5,000 you get for it, throw it at the loan, and then you only owe $5,000 on a loan, which doesn't sound great, right? But it's 50% better than owing $10,000 on a loan. And maybe you just get really acquainted with your bicycle and public bus system. depending on where you live. If student loans, for example, are your primary source of stress, it might make more sense for you to just call up the people you owe money to and get an economic hardship deferral. I have done many of these in the past, yes.
Yeah. Including being the town bicycle.
Oh! I'm sure you have.
Stupid woman.
Look at that, guys.
They still accrue
Hey,
interest, but it will
some of her other advice is take the train.
ease your short-term suffering. Now, if on the other hand, the type of debt that is stressing you out and keeping you up at night is something more consumer debt oriented, as we like to call it, things like credit cards or personal loans, those might be things that, yes, are going to be easier to clear by filing bankruptcy. And you should not feel bad about doing that. Banks take calculated risks every time they loan somebody money or give somebody a credit card. And if it turns out you can't pay it back, well, doesn't mean you fucked up. That means someone at the bank fucked up.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Guys, letting a Western woman into your life and into your finances is probably the worst decision that you can make at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Clayton says she's horrific. Oh!
Straight out of a horror movie over here.
Oh! Guys, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. We have a couple more and then we'll be done. Oops.
I get so many mixed comments whenever I post something about me filing for bankruptcy. I'm 29. I was $67,000 in credit card debt. I filed bankruptcy in 2025.
$67,000 in credit card debt.
That's not including our student loans too, probably.
Yeah, guys, $67,000. And guys, what do I always say about redheads?
They're either really hot or they're gargoyle.
Yeah, and guys, this we all know which one this one is. There's one chick who does debt payoff videos. She is the redhead that has the glasses. She says so. She's actually pretty hot. I don't know how she's not on OF, but by now, you guys know who I'm talking about. I'll see if I can find her.
Key best thing that I've ever done. But I get a ton of comments on here whenever I post things about it. This has not been the first time that I posted about it. I posted about it when I first started thinking about it. And prior to this, I also would post videos when I lived in my old apartment and would say, I'm 27 and I'm $67,000 in credit card debt. And this is how I budget my paycheck. To me, it's so funny, the mix of comments I get, because probably about 50% of the people are like, oh my God, I have questions. How can I do this? What attorney did you use? How much did it cost? What chapter did you file? Tell me everything that I need to know. And then I got like 35% of people who are like, yes, bitch, love this for you. Yes, queen. Yes, fuck the system. Yes. And then I got about 15% of fucking knuckleheads who are like, this is so entitled, or this is disgusting. You're going to fall right back into the same patterns. And what are you doing to make sure this doesn't happen again? Nothing. Because if it happens again, I can do it again. I am so entitled because I used the system the way it's meant to be used. It's in the Constitution. You can't be serious. Someone told me that I was so entitled and this was so out of touch. I'm literally sharing to other people how they can do this. Filing bankruptcy isn't terrible and it has such a bad connotation. So many people like demonize it that it makes it seem like it's the worst thing in the fucking world. Want to know the worst thing in the fucking world? Not being able to feed yourself because you literally can't afford it. The system is set up. And so many rich people fucking use it for their like companies and bullshit. Everyone's like, oh my God, like Donald Trump has fucking filed bankruptcy 7 fucking times for his stupid fucking businesses. A girl in Arizona, that's where y'all draw the line. A girl in Arizona who is literally negative $700 every month just from minimum fucking payments on credit cards. And
see how they're always bringing up someone else's money.
Yep.
Guys, pocket watching is like the new thing. Guys, never ever pocket watch. Because, guys, when you're pocket watching someone else, there's others that are pocket watching you. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm telling you, make your money, guys. If Elon gets another billion, that has nothing to do with you, guys. Seriously.
Don't pocket watch and don't dick police. That's my philosophy.
Yeah. Seriously.
And just a point of clarification. Donald Trump, Orange Man has never filed for personal bankruptcy. It's been business. And on top of that, who was it that once said, who accused a certain individual of not paying any taxes. And he was like, that makes me smart.
Yeah, yeah.
I use the tax laws. I use the tax laws to my advantage.
Yeah.
So guess what? He's using those business law to his advantage and negotiating tools. And guess what? And even though, with everything, and I'll get off my soapbox in just one minute. I just want to make this a point. With everything that happened to Orange Man in New York, with them, I've never seen a situation where when you're going after someone for an alleged crime where there's no victim, when you're saying where the banks aren't complaining, the investors are complaining because they made their money.
Yeah.
And we did our own level of due diligence. So I jokingly say they have to change the laws to go after him, but they won't enforce the laws to go after the person that went after him. And so, don't pocket watch, don't dick police. And I'll get off my soapbox.
Kelvin says, she said that someone else messed up. Can you believe that? Yes, we can, because she's a dunderheaded 304. Thanks for the $5.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
And all this other shit. And yes, I'm having fun with it, and I'm being funny, and I'm trying to make light of it.
Being funny, huh?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Because it doesn't need to be demonized. Y'all are demonizing it. And by y'all saying like this is out of touch, no, this is reality. This is showing people that there's different options. There's other ways. Y'all are over here acting like I'm that bitch from Tarte that missed her flight and demanded the people to stop on the runway. And yes, I like to fuck around a little bit when someone's like, do you have a plan? And I'm like, what's a plan? Why would my plan be your business? Like, you're not going to like it either way. Want to know one of my plans? Not fucking buying everything on Amazon like I used to. I'd literally spend almost $1,000 a month on Amazon. I grew up poor, literally dirt poor. Had to go and get food from food banks.
That's no excuse. Guys, how many times have you heard these women say, I grew up poor, so I know nothing about money? Guys, some of the richest people I know grew up poor. Because they looked and said, look, I got nothing. I don't want to ever be broke again. So they teach themselves about money.
Legitimately go and get dinners at churches because we couldn't afford shit. I was never taught credit literacy. I was never taught any of that shit in high school, let alone my parents. My dad literally bounced checks every time to go to Publix because we couldn't afford food. My dad was illegally bouncing checks. He knew the checks would bounce and would still do it because we had to have food in the house. I've already saved so much fucking money just because I didn't have to pay all those fucking minimum payments. Like, let a bitch live. Let a bitch have fun. Let a bitch do whatever the fuck she wants. Anyway, file bankruptcy, babes. I get so many.
Wow, you're annoying. Guys, that's just not, the most irresponsible, ignorant, arrogant, moronic, idiotic, dunderheaded moron that we've seen.
And yet there's some simp out here who will see her and be like, I can save her.
Yeah, I can save her, man. Put me in, coach, right?
Here I come to save the day.
Look at them. As a matter of fact, guys, I actually think someone said she has a boyfriend.
Yeah. And this is why I get on, and we'll talk more about this on the Mistake Show. And it's like with everything that we have going on, why would anyone with 2 brain cells and some dignity and respect with not pay attention to this is who you're this would be the demon you divorce.
Yeah. Here we go. Oops.
Someone commented and said she only talks about the good parts of bankruptcy. She don't talk about the bad. She don't talk about the downsides. If you're already not paying your bills, right, and you behind and you struggling and you drowning, you already live in the bad. It's only gonna get worse from here. That's the realization I came to when I filed. And honestly, the bankruptcy helped more than it hurt. So let's talk about some of the things that I kind of ran into, though, with filing bankruptcy. So I was told to get my apartment before I filed, but I only got a 6-month lease. So when I moved to my new apartment, I did run into some issues with some properties saying that they don't accept bankruptcies unless they're 3 years old or 5 years old. However, there are a lot of apartments that will still take you even with the bankruptcy. I'm at my apartment now and I love it here. Love it. Number 2, people said that you'll have bad interest rates. I will say that it really depends on your credit profile overall. For me, having a rental car business and having 15 cars on my credits, yes, my interest rate is going to be higher for my cars. However, it is easier to get approved because banks know that you can't file for another 7 years. Well, that's what it's chapter 7. Since filing, I have not met one person that regrets it, to be honest. So that's why I tell y'all.
See this, guys? This psyop right here, trying to encourage people to be irresponsible and destigmatize this crap. And guys, here's the craziest part, right? This is a type of chick who will still say, well, I don't date blue-collar dudes. I don't date guys that work a 9 to 5. This chick is that type of chick, even though she's broke as a joke.
Go ahead and click the link in my bio. It is free. You get to talk to an attorney in your area and just ask questions. Talk to a
No thanks, right, guys? No thanks. Last one here, guys.
I need all my bankruptcy girlies to come to the front.
Bankruptcy girlies, guys. That's a thing now. Bankruptcy girlies.
Come on. I got questions for you. So, how did you go about finding a bankruptcy attorney? And did your bankruptcy attorney require like one payment of like $1,000? Did they allow you to do payments? Because if I could pay a bankruptcy lawyer $1,000 flat, one-time fee, I could probably pay that towards some of my debt. I'm like, where am I getting $1,000 from that I can just give you? So I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about this. Is there bankruptcy lawyers that will allow you to make payments towards your like fee to file bankruptcy? Has anybody used Upsolve? I've heard Upsolve is free. Like I don't have a house or anything. I just have a car that I'm not going to turn in. So I heard it's pretty good for people like that, but I don't know. I've never had anybody use it or tell me anything. So if you use Upsolve, please let me know. Give me all the details. But how are we paying for bankruptcy? Because if I had the money to pay you, I can just put it on my bills.
Moron.
Tune in. I need all the answers. Love you. Bye. I need all my bankruptcy girlies to come to the front.
Look at that, guys. You know, and she's not a bad looking chick. You know, but guys, once again, this is a financial black hole. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you cannot deal with these chicks that are bad with money. They're economically unattractive.
I like that one. I like that. As a matter of fact, I got some smoke for you, and I wish Snowboard stayed. I got some smoke for you and Snowboard because you guys are bad influences. I had client meetings today, and I actually used the term clown world and thunderhead. So you guys are bad influences. I just want to give you the smoke on that. And now I learned a new word, horrific.
Hey, Secret, have you ever had to talk to a woman about doing the Warren Buffett strategy to open
see, once again,
that
you guys are bad. I'm gonna use that one too. But yeah, I just found myself saying thunderhead, and I was in meetings with 2 clients today, and we were talking about the economy and the clown world. So yeah, bad influences. I meant to buy some merch.
Hold on, guys. There's one. There's one body cam thing. Guys, anything else about the topic here before we switch gears here, guys?
Pretty much, as I said before, one of my clients, once again, shout out to Ed. He was an accountant and just regular guy, and in his 70s, multimillionaire, just regular guy, worked, saved, invest. And I asked him, how did you build your wealth? And, what advice would you give? He said, you'll either have a nest egg or a goose egg, depending on which chick you end up with. And so, men, one of my little Jarrellisms is, women can only be, are you an asset or a liability?
Yeah.
And the majority of women are liabilities.
Yeah. That's true.
And like I told my ex that I broke with last year, you have me to bail you out from your poor choices and bad decisions. Stop being Captain Save a Slore or Dr. Fix a Chick. Investing in a woman will always be high risk, low reward. There's no such thing. And that's my 2 cents on the whole bankruptcy.
It's true. Hold on, guys. Yeah, guys, once again, you cannot let these chicks spend your money and influence your financial decisions. You just can't. You just can't. Guys, have we seen this one? Okay, here we go. Guys, let's do this quick. We'll switch gears and then we'll shut this bad boy down.
That's the sound of the police.
Hold on.
On February 8th, 2023, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle failing to maintain the proper lane.
How you doing, man?
Hi.
Officer Wade with Coral Springs Police Department. The reason why we pulled you over is one, when we were over here off of Sample, you almost ran into the back of my car. It's a move over law. Do me a favor, can you turn that window down for my sergeant?
Hi.
Also, you failed to maintain lanes.
Can you put the window all the way down there?
Do you have your driver's license, registration, and insurance?
My driver's license.
Where you coming from tonight? Okay.
Just dropped her off.
Oh, this is it, guys. Sorry. We'll do this one for traffic stops. This is the one that I was talking about. Sorry, guys. Here we go.
Why are you pulling on my door? I'm not gonna open. What are you talking about? What happened?
You're under.
Why? What happened?
A simple traffic stop on a speeding driver quickly turns chaotic after she refuses to comply in any manner when things don't go her way. On October 19th, deputies in Stevenson County conducted a traffic
Ohio, Illinois, Florida
stop on a vehicle driving 20 miles over the speed limit. When
20
confronted,
miles.
the suspect refuses to exit her vehicle or follow officers' commands, a decision that quickly goes very badly for her.
How's it going, Deputy County, Stevenson County Sheriff's Office? Got your license insurance card real quick? On your phone, all right.
Why you pulling me over?
Because it's 55 back there. You're going 69.
Because you on my ass.
Not at all. I caught up to you.
Wait, whoa. She said she was speeding because a cop was on her ass. Okay, that makes perfect sense, you absolute dunderhead.
No, you are on me.
Yeah, reading your plate.
Okay.
Okay, license. You're going 69 and 55. Let's go.
Right, because you're on me.
Okay, whatever you say.
You have no business being
Okay.
on me like that.
Need your license. Let's go.
Right there. I don't have it.
Where's it at?
I don't know. Don't want it.
Whose car is it? So you don't have any license on you, no ID. No one to tell me who you are.
You want to take my name? I don't know that.
Do you have a card or something that shows your name? That's all I need. And it comes back to you, the car?
Yeah.
What's the address going to say on your license?
It's going to say 1314 if you have me.
All right, I'm gonna have you step out of the car. We're gonna run the dog around the vehicle, okay?
Why is that? Why you gotta pull on the door?
To get you out of the car, you're getting out right now.
You said what happened?
Get out of the car right now.
Okay, I need you to explain to me why am I getting out the car?
Because I'm telling you to.
You have to tell me. You hear this?
Turn off your phone.
You can't tell me to. I don't have to turn off my phone.
Yes,
Guys, they're always on their phones, right, guys? They're always on their phones. Absolutely insane. Guys, all she has to do is get out of the car. Guys, never hold court in the street. I don't care if this officer is being an ass, if he's completely in the wrong. Guys, do what they say and then sue them later. Guys, never hold court in the street, ever. Ever.
Detained right now.
Why am I getting detained? Can you turn on your body
camera? Get out
camera?
of the car.
Okay,
now.
can you turn on your body camera?
It is on.
Why
Get out of the
light
car.
not flashing?
It does. Mine's turned on, so it doesn't. Get out of the car now.
Step out of the car.
Why, okay, why I gotta be hostile? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh, they're being hostile.
Get out of the car.
Why are you pulling on my door? What are you
Break the
doing?
window if you shut it.
Why
Get
are
out
you
of the car.
pulling on my door? Okay, I'm gonna
Open the door. Open the door. Right now.
call the police.
Open the door. I'm all about
Call the police. They are the police. You absolute moron. Look at that.
You stupid woman.
your window. Step out.
Wait, why? What are you talking about? What happened?
You're under.
Why? What
I told you
happened?
how many times to get out of the car?
No, I was asking.
He has her behind the ear. Look at that.
It's time.
Around. Now you're under arrest.
I asked a
You're
question.
going to get hit with resisting if you don't stop.
I
Put your other
literally
hand
only
behind your
asked
back.
a question.
Put your other hand behind your back. Do
I
it now.
literally just asked her why. I literally just asked her why. That's all I did.
No, you told her several times
No.
you're going to go into the state.
I really just said that. I did not just say that. I said that. I said that to you. I said that to you.
Listen.
I did not just say that.
How many times she tell you get out? How many times?
And I asked her why. I literally just asked her why. I asked her twice. Yes, I do. I asked her twice. What are you talking about?
Come back.
What are you? I asked. All I did was ask why. Like, what is going on?
All right. Do you have anything on you right now?
No, I don't. What happened?
I gotta pat you down. You got any weapons on you?
No, I don't. What is going on right now? What is going on? I'm just asking a question.
You're under arrest for resisting.
I did not resist arrest.
How many times did she tell you to get out?
I asked a question. I literally asked why. But then I didn't ask you why. I didn't ask you why.
I have the right to ask you to get out of the car.
And I asked you why did I have to get out the car? What is going on? I literally only asked you what is going on. So why are you going to jail? And I only because I asked a question. You cannot arrest somebody for asking a question.
Look at that, guys.
Like, what is going on? All I did was ask the question.
Get in the car.
I only asked you why. Why? I only asked you why.
Isn't it funny, guys, that the handcuffs come out, and that's what it takes for them to actually be somewhat sorry?
Please let me talk to you. I'm so sorry for coming at you wrong. I'm so sorry for being disrespectful. Please just let me talk to you. I'm so sorry for being a dumbass bitch.
I asked why did you need to search? That's literally all I asked. I'm on my way to work, so I just need to know why so I can call my boss.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Listen, I'll explain it to you really quick for you, okay?
That's all I asked was why. I didn't resist the I never said I'm going to get out.
You want me to explain it or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay, calm down. Okay. I'm sorry we had to meet like this. What's your name?
Fatima.
Fatima. Okay, Fatima. I'm Deputy Mace. Listen,
the question.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you how this works. So, we're allowed to ask anyone to step out of the vehicle at any time for any reason, okay?
That's never happened to me.
Never.
So
Okay.
I'm asking why. Like,
Yes. Okay. So the reason we had you step out is they're just gonna run the dog right now, okay?
why? I just wanted to know why if they have to run the dog. What is going on?
Okay. So
Yes, hold on. All right.
That's what we do around here. We search cars with a K9. And when you're told to get out of a car, you get out. It's that simple. You don't roll your window up on an
This cop is based, man.
officer is trying to tell you to get out. You just listen, and then you don't go to jail. So
let's see what Officer Bubble says.
I'm listening to you. What?
That's not how that happened.
That's exactly what happened.
I got pulled over by police before, and they never had to search or anything. So I'm asking her, why did y'all tell me y'all got to search? Why I have to get out the car? They've never asked me to get out the car before. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
But I also have a right to know why I to get out. Why I want to get out the car. Why I have to get out the car.
She ordered you out of the car. She doesn't even need a reason.
Who said that?
That's the law.
Okay.
We don't even need a reason to order you out. So it is what it is. You didn't listen. That's why you're in cuffs.
That I wasn't not listening. I was
You
trying to
weren't-
get an understanding of her. So then I had rolled.
We don't have time for you to sit and try to understand it.
The door because you saw breaking my window.
Yeah, I will break it. Exactly. Because you rolled the window up and we told you to get out of the car.
The door.
Well, you can still unlock the door with the window down. It's not hard.
You was already grabbing on the door.
Mhm.
Y'all was already grabbing on me before I could even ask any question.
It's all on video. You can clearly go ahead. You can clearly get the FOIA for it. You're going to need it for your court case. So
Well, wasn't I?
And you gotta look used to the double negative. I was not.
man,
Look at her crying.
you realize this could have been a book and release, and you're done. Okay.
Look at that, guys. They're children, guys. They're children.
You'll be transporting this female.
She sounds like a little kid.
And she was all Joe. She was all Joe.
On the way, I started freaking out about that. So just leave it blank. Yeah, because.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down, guys. I'll be live 5 o'clock tomorrow. You know, and then Friday, guys, will be 5 o'clock. We're gonna talk about the the mistakes to avoid for men in 2026. Guys, these are just things we'll talk about, the big no-nos, the things that you should not do in 2026. But all right, you guys, I appreciate you. Take it easy, guys. Bye, guys.
Thank you.